you guys can hear me, if anybody is watching this during or post.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Right. Huh. 10, 23, 2030. 23. I almost said 2032. I almost said that. By the way, that guy's a little bit on the nuts and facto side. Just a little bit. I think everybody is though. I haven't played enough of this game to fully understand it, but from what I do understand, they keep saying that this is what Fallout is supposed
Hundreds
to
of
be.
thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Alrighty. Gotta stand up for this part. Keep forgetting how far away my TV is. I'm gonna say high strength. Good dexterity. Good. Charm will be above. Next. Criminy. Oh, dang it. No, don't you dare do this. Oy vey. I guess it has been a while since I've streamed, so my internet's like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I'm gonna go... Points available. I'm gonna go with ranged.
You are going to paint this system red, my friend.
And dialogue.
If we're ever captured, I'll let you do the talking.
No shit. Let's see. Next, I guess. Aptitude. No discernible aptitude. Colonist. Sounded like a nice entry-level career for a person of your skills. Expanding humanity's reach by civilizing the cosmic frontier was ambitious enough without worrying about your day job. You had the rest of your life to decide how to be useful in Halcyon. Oof. Okay. Beverage service technician. I'm just gonna read these off because I didn't get a chance to when I was starting on PC. Beverage service technician. The Halcyon colony needs good people, but it'll settle for ones who can mix a memorable drink. As a human cocktail shaker, you've made concoctions that could end wars or fuel skip drives. You're still trying to balance out the flavors of a truly signature old-fashioned. What the actual fuck? Okay. Bureaucrat, rank 0. The universe operates on laws, and laws require paperwork. Halcyon is no exception. If something isn't stamped, filed, unfiled, referenced, redacted, certified, indexed, and numbered, then it might as well not exist. Birth certificates included. What the shit? I'm still gonna read through all of this because this is just hilarious to me. Cashier, subgrade, non-supervisory. Oh, I feel attacked now. No transaction is finished without a smile. You live for that ka-chunk of a bit of cartridge getting inserted right side up. The redemption of loyalty points and the promise of a good day. Come back real soon, bye-bye now, are more than empty words. They're a promise and a standard you intend on carrying to the frontier. Ouch. Considering that is my job, I am a cashier. Thank you very much. Moving on. Construction, electrician class, wire spooler. Contrary to popular belief, cable management is an art form. Something about hiding electrical wiring behind panels to maximize airflow just makes you sigh with relief. Colonists don't need to worry about the bypass. Bypasses and workarounds that keep the power flowing. That's your burden to shoulder. Almost said swallow. Next. Elevator operations specialist. A proper lift goes up and down. Anyone who thinks otherwise isn't fit to wear the badge. Being a specialist, a commitment to upward and downward mobility that doesn't have a price tag. Oh, this is just gold. I'm gonna let it slide about the cashier one because it was pretty accurate. I don't hate the job. Please. No fire in the comments, please. Factory worker, conveyor operator. Safety and efficiency don't always go hand in hand, which is why so many of your co-workers at the factory were amputees. You survived the trenches of the assembly line. God almighty, I cannot articulate. You survived the trenches of the assembly line long enough to know when a hydraulic press just wants to pancake some fingers. Thankfully, you managed to keep all of yours. I wish that they would actually read this off, but I'm having too much fun with this. Farmer. Dirt. You got into this business for the tubers, but you stayed for the plowing, planting, pruning, and plucking. It isn't honest work if you come home clean. Worms need dirt and food needs worms. You're just doing your part for the worms. It's technically more than that, but we're skimming over that. Food additive tester. What? Sometimes quality control means sampling a delicious borscht smoothie, but most of the time it means swallowing toxins until you find one that stays down. You love a good surprise. Now that your stomach lining has the consistency of a broken-in saddle, it's easy to explore your culinary limits. Janitor, sanitation class. Spend your evenings kneeling over ominous stains with a bottle of caustic solvent, an absorbent rag. How the blood got there is irrelevant, above your pay grade and beneath your interest. You're an artiste of erasure. That's a weird word, but I understand it. When you're on the job, there's no trace to be found. Tossball team mascot. There isn't a problem in all the cosmos that team spirit and a big stick couldn't solve together. Your last major head injury in the field knocked some extra cheer into you, and you've been a rising star in the Tossball's competitive mascot food chain ever since. It doesn't matter that no one knows your face under the mask. You share glory with the team. Medical Technician Junior Grade. Prior to leaving Earth, you earned the trust of the medical community's most esteemed junior surgeons, who entrusted you with stuffing cotton balls into pill bottles. Experience on the job made you realize that diagnosing illness doesn't take a formal education, when a search terminal and a little imagination will do the trick. Safety Inspector. In your line of work, the corporation's bottom line needs more protection than its personnel. Guardrails aren't free. Thermal shielding needs replacing, and a hatch that seals reliably is a luxury. You're on the vanguard of ensuring that every possible expense is spared, since corners don't cut themselves. Yet. You prefer to think of workplace accidents as happy little coincidences. Okay, that one did get me. I'm sorry, but it's funny. Scientist Assistant Level 0 Class A. You've cleaned out enough test tubes to develop a keen instinct for what goes in them and why. Maybe you didn't get in this business to mop up the leavings of failed experiments, but that's just part of the job. Even if you can't unsee what happens in the lab, you can at least learn from the mistakes and enjoy some colorful nightmares. Last one, sub-sous chef. The hierarchy of a modern kitchen is a ladder of many rungs. Your role as assistant to the second deputy's chef's aide is one of the middling distinction. But you are honored to pour your heart into the ritual emptying of grease pans and the back-breaking labor of gravy restoration. You're holding out for that advancement to poultry inspection, which is due any year now. Oh, good grief. I don't remember if I did bureaucrat or not. I think I will go with that one.
Ah, pencil pushing. A noble profession.
Seriously? Let's see what it says about this one.
Working your way up to provisioner?
Okay. How about we just go with something realistic? Okay. Of course. Let's see what they have to offer. Okay, that looks like Allison Stoner. I'm digging it. I might just do that. That's about right. Can't remember what her eye color is. I'm just gonna go with blue. Those ones are fine. No size, just a little. Had a lot of water. Let's see. Let's go with hair. No. Although it would be pretty cool to have her hair like that. But it does look a lot like Allison Stoner. Should we go with the original? Let's see what all they have. Trying to remember what one I have for my character on PC. It's been a while. I think it might be that one. Probably. Oh, that's cute. Practicality versus cute. Okay, Mr. Pennywise. That's a no on that one. Why do they have to have the Pennywise one in theirs? One's in there. I'm just gonna stick with that one. We'll go with as blonde as I can get it. Is that even blonde? I can't tell. My eyesight's not the best. I guess this'll have to do. I'm sorry, Allison Stoner. That one looks about right. Clearly I'm not that good with remembering things. Nope, that one's more. Okay. Next. Character name. I'm gonna go with a written character name, which is Rosalind. Rosalind, R-O-Z-L-Y-N, or Rosalind. I'll say it the same way for both. It's just a difference of an A. There it is. Rosalind. I'll just stick with Rosalind. I almost wanted to put Holmes, because some inspiration is in fact from Sherlock Holmes, so just not a lot. I will say that. Had to make sure my computer didn't decide to go, ooh, I'm gonna go to bed now. Cause, yeah. Let's see. I think that works. Because I didn't specify a body type. Okay. Next. Yes. Fine. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
This game is pretty fun, what I have played of it so far. I can't remember exactly. A sleazy boss trying to get back from workers and basically killing
unlikely bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
All I know is that this also vaguely reminds me of Star Wars. I was about to say here's your sign, but that has no bearing on this because y'all ain't stupid. That only works on stupid people.
Down 25%. Power levels down.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid.
Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Okay. Alrighty. And he said 70 years. Okay. I have nothing to comment about this, honestly.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Alrighty. I barely remember this part, but I will say it was fun killing idiots. It's always fun to kill idiots in any video game, honestly. And I do plan to purchase this for PS4. Right now I'm renting it from the library, as we can.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
Ooh.
Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Oh, no shit. Alright. Hawthorne, you are a fucking idiot. Okay. And these remind me so much of the Lorax. Yeah. I need to watch that movie again, because then I can actually... That way I can actually, you know... Okay. Sorry, my train of thought decided to derail all of a sudden. Because I already know how to sprint. I figured that out pretty quickly. I had to change the, oh golly. There's nothing on him. For some reason I wanted to say Skizites. I'm not gonna tell you what that reference is from. If you don't know what I'm referencing, it's possibly a good thing, because as much as I don't discuss Barbie or anything like that, I do enjoy the movies. Some of them are actually really well done. You don't have to technically like the dolls or anything like that, but anyway, there's a baton of some sort.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Ow. Alrighty. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yes. Mattel movies are actually not that bad. I don't know if they're actually making anymore. Which is a little bit sad, to be honest, because I have mine in chronological order. The one called Mariposa, which has to do with the butterfly fairy, actually got... the enemies are called Skizites. They're basically like a parasitic type of deal. And they're exceedingly dumb. And it's most entertaining to watch them, you know, fly away screaming whenever light is present. Anyway, moving on.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Okay. Yeah. I'll patch ya.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
It was more of an insistent thing than anything else. Let's see what happened.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Okay. Yeah.
Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Or I could just take the canisters, blow that up, and then go kill some baddies. Because, you know, I ain't part of Spacer's choice. Moving on. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
I love the humor in this already. It's dry humor, but still.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something?
What?
Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Okay. Let's
You
just
hit your head or something?
find out.
You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Blech. Okay. Alrighty.
Damn it, man! just happened?
Phineas, shut
Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
That is a great way to censor in a video game. Just have some static just perfectly aligned with that. Okay. Tactical time dilation. I don't really care. I don't really care. Okay. Let's see how well I can do this.
Huh? Gonna find you!
Yep. Yes. Okay. Where? Oh. Right in the ass. Okay, where? I got him around here. Where did his body go? Or did he just run down here like a fucking idiot? Okay. Take all. Okay. And this convenient about all the stupidity around here. Did I not? Oh, of course not. Dum de dum de dum. Okay. Oh. Better not go after them.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
They're the ones that got killed first.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Sorry about that. I'm also watching like a rotational video thing from Barry Lewis on YouTube because his videos are very relaxing and I also get a lot of information out of them. Yes, he will be tagged after this is done, but let's see. Not
You
impressed.
pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Right.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Just gonna go ahead and steal everything off of these fools. Of course. Okay. Seriously? Ay. Okay. Did I do what I think I did? Yep, I did. That was not intentional. I can't see very well. Let's continue. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh my god, that was not what I meant to do. I saw the guy walk over there. He looked exactly like the Marauders to me. I have sight issues and color issues. Let's just go with
Hey!
that.
Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Yeah, not
You
impressed.
pulling my limb?
Right.
I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Right. Don't worry, sit tight. I'll handle it. Cause those two get in my way, and I will shoot them all by accident. Stop moving. Son of a bitch. I did not get this dead within the first, like, 5 minutes of it. Let's just continue from there, cause god fucking damn it. I need to sit down and stare at the screen or something. Alright, corner of the bed will do. Or not. Okay, so Emerald Vale.
Hey! Get over here before
Oh,
you get
shut
yourself
up,
killed.
Lieutenant Mercer.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You
Already
pulling my
don't.
limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I
Right.
just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Don't worry, you sit tight. I shall handle it. Okay.
Attack! Attack! You pay!
Whoop, whoop. I think that's good. Alrighty. Third time is the charm, I guess. Alrighty. They weren't wrong when they said third time's the charm. 'Cause it's true. My computer keeps trying to go to sleep on me. When I don't want
Please
it
be
to.
informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Hello,
Okay.
Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Right. What are you gonna do? Self-destruct? Not here to misappropriate things. I don't appreciate being talked to that way. I can't remember what I chose. Not here to
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
If you are still here, my deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Hawthorne
This
ship?
vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
He was supposed to... Okay, we'll just say Hawthorne's
I
dead.
understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty.
Oh my
I
God.
am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yes. I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Okay. Okay, the power regulator. Engineering. Yes.
Astutely observed.
Obviously.
However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
This whole thing is unreliable, isn't it? Okay. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation.
I actually do.
Best
because
of luck
it's
in your
hilarious.
search for a power regulator. To stay alive this time.
Okay, not melee. I want to go with more ranged. Dialogue. I'm not very good with defense yet. Stealth. Tech. Leadership. Is there anything else? I guess I better do more. Dialogue. Stealth. Leadership and ranged. There we go. Apply. Yes. Okay. Blah de blah de blah. Okay. these things. There we go. Alright. Save game. New save data. There we go. Resume. Perk points available. Hold X for that. Toughness, yes. I will go with that one. Apply. Yes. Because I want my character to be more resilient, because I am an idiot when it comes to staying alive in a lot of these games.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming.
Mercer.
If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Right. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Okay. As long as they don't try to, you know, use this ship, we're howdy-doody on that one. As far as I'm concerned, the stream will probably end as soon as we get to the beginning parts of this next section. It's starting to come back to me just a little bit. Edgewater. Big, ominous-looking thing. I can get just a little bit closer. See how well I can do this.
Attack! Attack! No!
Doing pretty good with that. Just gonna steal everything I can. $10. A lot of them. Okay. Just gonna steal everything. Be on my way. No, you gotta enjoy the long-windedness that comes with the beginning portions of this game, because you're doing a lot of introductory work. So,
whoa, hey. Where'd you come from?
I came from the other parts of the outer space place. Okay. And I will say this. This game is gorgeous. It is a lot of work to install it. It was originally going to be like 8 hours. Nope. About 2.5 hours to install about 10 gigs. Not too bad. And somehow I tangled my leg in the microphone wire. Great. Gotta love headsets. So, we're going into Edgewater. Little town, kind of like a Wild West in space. Case in point. Cantina. All I can think about is Cantina from Star Wars. I will find a link to that and I will put it in the description below if I can remember. If I cannot, it's easy enough to look up. It's not a big deal. But those of you that haven't, I should be able to do that. I do like that. Let's see, what level even am I? I cannot tell. Jeez, the elevator music. love it.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Let's see. We can start with introductions. No, you must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost
Hello,
Administrator.
and welcome,
I cannot
person
help but
who has
notice
decided
you
to
are
join
not in
us.
uniform.
Alright. And I always tuned out this guy when I started playing it because I'm like, his voice actually grates on my nerves. Alright, he's Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I don't work for
Of
Spacer's
course not.
Choice.
I don't have that kind of luck.
Duh.
Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
A lot of moon cycles on that one, I'm sure. My ship needs repairs. I need a regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
Oh, obviously.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
Exactly.
I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess. You want me to do something before I'll help. Before you'll help me.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once they're down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Sounds like you have a little bit of care in those bones. Yeah, they're not going to take kindly to losing
No,
their power.
I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness.
Right.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Oh, no, that last one is just wrong on so many levels. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years.
Obviously.
If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Okay. Oh, I really want to say the last one and the middle one, because technically it's not part of my problem, and I don't blame them for leaving. But fine, I need the regulator.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab.
Obviously.
Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay. How will I recognize her?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Like a mother. That's what you mean. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers.
Right.
We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Okay, now I'm thinking of Divergent and a little bit of Hunger Games. I read all of Hunger Games, so I basically understand this. Divergent, I read a little bit. They have to do with different factions. Candor, Truth. Can't remember. I know there's Abdication, Candor, Dauntless, criminy. I can't remember all of them. But fact is, it's very similar to that. They force you, or they coerce you into these factions, and they don't let you... Erudite, thank you. Thank you, I meant myself, sorry. Candor, Erudite, Abnegation, Abnegation with an N, and of course, let's see, Dauntless, Erudite, Candor, Abnegation, and of course, the one that they don't want, or at least that's what head honcho Janine doesn't want, Divergent. That is one who has all attributes or actions of every house or faction. Divergents are considered the outcasts, those that are hunted, removed from society as they would cause a threat, to cause people to think for themselves and decide what they want instead of being forced into different factions by the time they're 18. That is what I'm understanding. There's a whole lot more to it. I need to read the books at some point, I know, but that's the main gist. This is reminding me of that, now that I'm thinking on it. Reminds me a tad bit of Hunger Games. Also because the classes being 1 through 12, as in the districts, 13 being underground, when it used to be above ground, before the capital, aka Snow, decided to bomb the hell out of them and try to kill them off because they were causing an uprising. Thus, Katniss Everdeen started the revolution. If you want me to actually do a breakdown and or discussion of Hunger Games or Divergence after I've read them, let me know. I can even discuss the movies, as I own both series. I own all the books for Hunger Game physical copies. I lost the, I think it was the Kindle or Nook versions of the book. So digital I am limited on. Unless I can somehow get into that account again, but that is a 10+ year old account. Anyway, going back on point instead of diverging from the point, Reed Thompson, he seems conflicted about the way that things are handled. He doesn't entirely seem competent or confident in how he's leading. He wants things to run smoothly like a well-oiled machine. Completely different from Snow, or Coin for that matter, which is, thankfully, a good thing. Whereas Janine from Divergent, I'm not going to touch that one yet. I'm just going to get back on to doing this. Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you out.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful.
Sure.
I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Yes.
You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
That would be acceptable. Yes, I could use
Great.
company.
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
He looks like a gangster or a mobster. CMP, new manager, seminars, companions. The next portion, see, I'm gonna do a little bit more of this. May get to where I'm on the space station. It's not the same one, don't worry. But let's go on ahead.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
No, you're fine.
Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Alright. This is about the deserters. What's the other side?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Okay. I can't blame anyone.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about.
True.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Alright. Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Well, obviously.
That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I agree wholeheartedly. No, I'm not gonna steal those. Alright. I don't like this, style of the bar up here. This one where you see the green waypoints moving. I don't like those.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too...
They don't settle well with me. Alright.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I like this, Vicar. Wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Well, if I can stop, choking on my own breath, that'd be great. Sorry about that. Let's see. Cut off power to the
Depriving them of
deserters.
safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
I definitely will.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice,
Nope.
be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I didn't assume so to begin with. And I will be ending this stream here in a few minutes because I am getting hungry and I've not felt well the past couple of days. But I may try to revisit this game at some point, depending on how many holds are on it, and if I've, saved up enough points on Bing to do so. We'll see, because I'm also trying to save some money back for some more Razor items, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Yeah.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library.
Shit.
Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Okay.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Oh, I see. He's one of those types. There's a lot of books today that people consider banning or have banned or will ban and burn. And I'm not going to get into that. I'm a passionate person that has a lot to say about that stuff. Trying to keep this channel as unpolitical as possible. Also, I already know about the COPPA thing. Absolutely hate it. But I will say my channel has never once been for children. I believe that when I went into the settings for my channel, I actually put, this channel is not for kids. So, with that in mind, I think that the algorithm will now make sure that zero content that is children's will, any content that's not children viewed or put towards children will be put in their feed for them to see, that kind of thing. And they should really be keeping kids content on YouTube Kids, if it's still a thing, because that's what it was for. It's to keep family-friendly content where it should be, that's aimed towards children. My content aimed for children. Nada. Never has been, goddamn. Alright.
I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment to possess this book.
Right.
Nor anyone willing to pay the price I can offer.
For a vicar, you're weird. Oh, very fascinating. I gotta go. Okay. You'll have to forgive me. I have a little bit of a fever again, and I will be ending this here in a bit. Because I hate the name of it. Solitonic Gunnery. Ugh. I'm not a seafood type of person. Yes, I see food. I'll eat it, but it's not seafood. Sea food. Two separate words. Not having to do with tuna. Alright. Okay. Now that's gorgeous, and I believe isn't that Saturn? That almost looks like the Aurora. And I don't know what you are. Radical Rainbow or something. Oh, there we go. Radical Rainbow. I will go ahead and end it here. If there's any interesting content or memes that you guys want to share on any of the social medias that are obviously already on the channel, it's just the same exact handle as here because I'm unoriginal, but I also want to be able to, be in contact with any and all of the Awkward Squad. Hashtag on that. Yes, I have finally found the moniker. moniker? Awkward Squad sounds the best because everybody has, you know, a level of awkwardness. Why not embrace it? Be yourself. You know, be weird. I can't use the term creative weirdos because that's Mr. Kate. She's got it right. Plus, her little baby is adorable and almost the exact same age as one of my friend's kids. He is getting close to 8 months old, and I am... Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you enjoyed the channel, please don't forget to smack the subscribe button and just, you know, twiddle with the notification bell. Smack it if you want. You know, smack it like you would an ass. But yeah, if you want to be notified, that's how you'll do it. Just smack the bell and smack the subscribe button. I will figure out a way to say that better. Hush, Pavardi. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I know it was kind of a laid-back, kind of weird little ditty here, but I haven't posted anything for over a month. So I thought, hey, why not get on here, do at least one stream before I had to take Outer Worlds back to the library tomorrow. But yeah, if y'all want to see more of this content, please don't forget to hit the like button for this video. I don't care how many likes, as many as you guys are willing to give. Personal goal will be like 5. I'm not very high on hopes for that. I'm just really overjoyed that we have 102 people subscribed to this channel. All of you guys are amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, I gotta go get a little bit of grub, get ready for bed, and just, you know, conk out for the night. Maybe play some Minecraft. Who knows, I may get on Minecraft in a day or two or something, and if you guys wanted to, you could play with me. Just make a nice, chill stream. Alrighty. See you guys next time. Bye.